Hello, Susan for SLC Aquatics here, bringing you an all-girls live stream tonight. And with me right now is Jena Tucker and her little lap dog there, Rocky.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. DPK's in the house. Hey, Carlos, how are you doing?
Yay, he's
We're so worried about you. We've been wanting to hear from you. Yeah, it's showing 3 live stream events. Yep, just to let me know. I've deleted 2 of them twice, and they're just not going anywhere. YouTube snag. But thanks for letting me know. I posted in SLC Aquatics this video just now. And I see that Bob is live, and I thought Jeremy was live. Let's see. We've got... well, I don't see Jeremy live right now, but I do see Bob's live, so I know we'll be limited on our audience tonight, but that's okay. We came to do the all-girl thing. We appreciate you hanging in there with us. Please update us on your situation and whether you have evacuated and that you're in a safe place right now.
Yeah. I like your mug.
Oh, thanks. I've got so many different logos going on. And then the campaign that I had going, I copied it and lowered the prices because you can change the prices then. But when I archived the old one, it archived both of them and ended the campaign. I'm like, well, and so then I started another campaign with my regular logo on it. You know, the round little Susan for SLC Aquatics. And I lowered the prices so people can afford them. I made both t-shirts, the Hanes tagless $18 and even the canvas premium t-shirt $18. I lowered the hoodie down to $25 instead of $35 or $36. So, but right now there's other things more important than buying my t-shirts and stuff. Helping out those that are going through all this hurricane destruction.
I was going to ask you if anybody had bought any.
Yeah, Jimmy H, I believe, he bought a t-shirt, but I'm not sure if it got printed before the campaign got canceled, so I don't know yet. And a guy named Steve ordered one, but I don't know who Steve is.
Steve?
I don't know anybody that goes by Steve. And
okay, Steve, if you're out there, let her know.
Yeah, let me know that you bought
whoever you are.
Yeah, it's neat though. I couldn't find that on the website, but I downloaded the Teespring app, and the Teespring app will tell you at least their first name and what they bought. So, but on the Teespring website, they wouldn't give you those details.
I haven't looked at mine lately. It's depressing, so.
Oh,
Look.
I haven't been able to buy one of yours yet, so please keep that campaign going.
Well, it starts over every 14 days.
Okay.
I can't even buy my own shirt, so I don't feel bad.
Well, I know it's hard.
So I may have to go lower mine too.
Daddy walk.
So what's new in your fish room?
Who was it when I was having an interview with Michael last week? His dogs went to barking, and then his little boy came in and sat in his lap for a few minutes. That was so cute.
Aww.
And they just went to Disney World.
Oh no. Are they back yet?
Yes, they're back. I got his plants, the plants that I ordered from him today. I ordered some of the, how do you say it? Valencia, the long vowels. They're also known as eelgrass.
Okay, I don't know those.
But I tried uploading the video and had an error, so I just deleted it. Oh, I don't know what happened to DBK. He's probably over at Bob's.
Yeah.
But go ahead and update me on your fish room and your fishes.
I need to do a water change. I just haven't been feeling good, and I admit it, I haven't. I mean, I'm not going to let them die, or if the water's not going to run out or anything. Anyway, I got some new snails.
What kind?
I got a mystery snail and 2 nerite snails. And those nerite snails are beautiful. One's orange with black dots, and one is black and yellow striped. And the mystery snail is a light color, maybe a pale orange. Real pretty. And I guess you saw the video, well, yeah, you did, of my son naming that snail he likes.
Yeah.
Nobody has actually got the real meaning of it. It wasn't the post that you linked. It was from a cartoon back when he was a kid. That I had no idea how that he watched it, and if I'd have known he did, he wouldn't have been able to watch it. So I don't know where he saw that cartoon.
It was an adult cartoon.
It wouldn't. Well, no, it. Should I say it? It is the Garbage Pail Kid. He said it's not. He said I watched it when I was a kid. He said, "Mama, it's not. It's not bad, but it's no. What did he say? It's not bad, but it wasn't that great either, or something. I can't remember what he said. I was thinking to myself, how did you watch that? You were a kid. How did you do that without me knowing it? Anyway.
Yeah. I see Rocky playing with the pillow, knocked the pillow on the floor, and he got up underneath of it. It was.
That is his bed. He loves that bed. He tears that bed up. You need to do it again.
Rocky,
that's my bed, Mama.
What are you doing?
That's my bed, Mama. Yes.
Well, you saw that I had some angel eggs last night.
Yeah.
And I get home 2 hours later, and every one of them are gone.
Oh.
But they're supposed to lay eggs every week.
Okay.
So I'm not going to try to take them out and raise them. It's just too much work right now.
Yeah.
And I will eventually. I think I'm going to catch those wild fry that I have with the crayfish.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to change the substrate up a little bit because the crayfish has just rearranged everything. I thought the other night the crayfish was stuck between the sponge filter and the block of wood. But what she was doing, she was moving the wood over. And today I looked, and the sponge filter is right up against the piece of wood. And there was at least 1.5 inches between the two. So she has moved it over. It is hilarious.
Wow, that's funny.
And she's got a bridge that she's constructed between a rock and a piece of wood that used to have a valley between it. Now it's even with the wood and the rock.
Wow.
And the rocks that I set up for her, I leaned them like a lean-to, and she has dug so deep underneath. The first substrate is the Caribbean, or not Caribbean, but the Eco Complete, and then 1 inch of the play sand, and then the gravel on top. She has dug down into the Eco Complete, so deep that the rock has concaved in and closed on the back. So she can get in on this side.
Oh.
And it's a cave now.
Smart girl.
And she just does what she wants.
That's funny. That is. I'm glad that she has that environment to do that in, that she's able to do that.
Well, we're doing all this talking, and it says I'm live. But when I go to my, what is it called? Live control room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see us. I keep coming up with a 504 error. So we may not even be live.
My screen says live. Your picture says live. You
can see us?
Uh-huh. Well, I've got my phone turned sideways, so I can't see any of the comments if anybody's on.
Okay. All right, let me turn this on. Oh, yeah, I see you now. Oh, we've got a lot of people in the chat room. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, we got 8 viewers. My other chat room's just as blank. Let me go out to see what DPK said to us. No, DPK's not in this one. David is, though. Hey, David, please tell us, update us on how you're doing. We've got HC, we've got Jenny Lee. My goodness, we got Jean Michael, Jimmy H. Flynn is in the house. Island Queen's in the house.
All right.
Hello, everybody. We just been talking to each other. Money Cichlids, New York City's in the house. Victor's in the house.
Yay.
Fish Person Vlogs. The Turtle Girl. AD Aquatics. See, we can have fun all by ourselves, Jenna. We don't need. Well, I didn't even know y'all were out there.
I didn't either. I don't have my chat on, so.
CJ Black, hello. I have a live stream with Michael on my other channel, Zoology Club HHS. Okay, I'll look for it. Hey, Fish Fam. Jimmy H. Fishes is asking Jenny Lee if she's still drinking. Did you see her 21st birthday video?
No.
Well, she didn't make it to her live stream because of personal issues. But she did do a video of being out with her girlfriends, doing her first legal drink. And then she did at the very end, she says, I have a hangover. And she threw the cover up over her head and ended the video. It was cute. I really don't think she was that hungover, or she couldn't have flopped in the bed like that.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. E-Money says, my mom is good. Thanks for asking. Jenny Lee says, ha, ha, ha. No, I'm drinking tea at the moment. David says, I need to do a big water change tomorrow night, set up these LED battery light strips, and my battery pumps are all ready to rock. All right, so I guess you're evacuating, David? Because Sheila posted in the Facebook group, we have created, Rob Hicks and I have created a group on Facebook called Fish Fam Safe. And we added as many people as we could find on Facebook into it. And we have asked everyone to post that you're safe and that you are okay, that you've either evacuated to a safe place. And if anyone has heard from Joseph at JH Aquatics in the Virgin Islands, please let us know tonight whether you've heard from him or not. I'm trying to catch up. Short and Anxious is in the house. Captain Spicy's in the house. Hello, everybody. Priscilla's here. Priscilla, did you get my link, honey, in Messenger? If you want to participate tonight, I know everybody was over at Bob's. But this almost doesn't feel, this feels surreal. I'm talking to David, and David should be gone. Sheila from Life with Pets posted today that she had been given orders to evacuate. And I really don't know what part of Florida she's in.
It must be the lower part.
Yeah, David's around.
He's up further up, isn't he? Further up the.
He's up further up the state.
Yeah. I got on Chaz's map and looked.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in Florida.
Yes. There's a couple that we don't see very often unless they've changed their names. HC Aqua says you have 3 spots on the live and only one of them are live. I know, I'm aware of that problem. I've deleted them and refreshed my browser, and then when I opened up my page again, it only showed 1 live. So yeah, it's still showing 2. That is just crazy. That is crazy. But anyway, I'm glad you all are here. I've posted this stream in SLC Aquatics on Facebook. So if anybody else can share it, go ahead and share it so that people can catch up with this. But Jena was talking about her updates in her fish room and her baby crebenzi.
Yes. Crebensis.
Crebenza?
Crebensis.
Yeah. If you say so. Go ahead.
Don't ask me again. I won't be able to say it. Yeah, they're all moved to their own tank.
And how many do you have now?
I think I have 25.
Great.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with 25 fish.
I might have to get some.
They're really cute. And I can already tell which ones are male and which ones are female.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Colored up that much?
Yeah.
Good.
They're really pretty fish. I bought some pool filter sand that I'm going to change all of my play sand to. And I'm going to move my orange flash fry to one of my 20 longs and let them pair up. I think they already have. I think he's already favored one.
Great.
So
that is good news.
Yeah.
So the turtle girl said at 7:39 that she was bouncing back between me and Bob's stream. So I'd like to know what's going on. Is Bob doing some kind of streamathon? Jimmy H says that's Jena Tucker.
Yes.
He's telling Jenny Lee who you were.
Okay.
Jenny, did you want to join us tonight? I can share the link, and ladies only. No more stunts that Bob pulled and twisted my arm. I did a disclaimer on that stream saying this is the one and only where a guy will be allowed, and we question Bob's masculinity after that now. So he did it to himself. Jimmy H just shared it on his Facebook group. Thank you, Jimmy H. David Betancourt says, Susan, I'll be sure to update the Fish Fam often. Thank you, David. And those that don't have a Facebook account, LJ, I don't know if y'all know LJ from Virginia, suggested hashtag FishFamSafe. And whenever we tweet that, we'll be able to find out that you're safe, or that if you have any needs. I mean, we're not just wanting to know if you're safe, and it's for us to know and for your family to know that you're safe. And we want to know if there's any needs that we can get together and help you with. Rebuilding's going to be hard, and you got to be patient. Sometimes you can't go back and rebuild. You'll have to relocate completely. So just keep us posted. Let us know. And even though there's lives that have been lost and that still may be lost, we pray for their soul. We pray for God to be merciful, that minimal loss of life, if everybody will listen and evacuate and leave on time. You know, they want you to be able to get out of town and get to a safer place. And the emotional part about people leaving their homes, that's where you get the fight sometimes. They just don't want to leave. Let's see, Kayla is posting in Fish Fam right now. Today is Joel's birthday, everybody. Joel Gillett, yep. Happy birthday, Joel.
Happy birthday.
I don't know if he's live with us or with Bob or anything. I keep going back and forth. Okay. David says to Priscilla that Facebook gets him in trouble. David's scared of Facebook. Go ahead.
I don't like Facebook.
AD Aquatics says, no, Bob is doing a stream for hitting 15,000 subs. Well, congratulations to Bob.
15,000, and I don't even have 150.
Well, keep hanging in there, keep plowing, keep doing those videos, keep showing up at chats. That's how
Wednesday night I was on 4 live streams.
Wednesday night after church?
Yes. Well, I didn't go because I was sick, had a sore throat, and so I stayed in the bed most of the day, and I just kept staying on live streams. I was like, this is my 4th one tonight.
Well, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't let me know you were sick.
I'm okay.
You're okay? All right.
Yeah.
Kick it in the bud. Let's see. Jenny, when the commotion comes, I'll hop on for a bit. Probably talking to Jenny Lee. Okay, I didn't get to see the chats. Wish I did. It won't let me see them. I know once your live stream is disabled, the chat's disabled, and you don't get to see what everybody said. If I had thought about it, I should have copied and posted it and sent it to you in an email. We had a ball without Jenny.
Okay.
Okay, let me give y'all some updates. I've been trying to upload videos, but I've been having problems with it. So last Thursday, I believe, I went to Ed's Pet World, which is my local fish store, and I took 30 guppies and 10 peppered corydoras and a bunch of guppy grass to them, and they give me store credit. So in my store credit, I got about $35 value, and I came home with a brand new tiger, or what they call silver tiger striped angelfish What did you buy that angelfish as? What was it labeled as?
It wasn't labeled, it just common angelfish.
Okay. Well, I've seen
assorted angelfish.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have, you know, complete stripes, so it's probably an assorted, you know. But the male that I bought has full stripes and a half of a red eye, and they are labeled as tiger angels, tiger stripe angels, or they're in the silver angel family. And he looked almost the same size as the one that I had bought from Jena. And so I brought it home. I put it in a quarantine tank for 2 days, and I couldn't stand it. I said, I just got to, because when I put them beside each other, they were showing each other attention.
Oh.
And the color was getting really bright, you know. So I said, well, you know, he's been in meds for 48 hours. I'll go ahead and take him out and just take the risk. And when I put him in the tank, at first there was a lot of batting around going on, hitting each other. Then I have a couple of videos where they were actually kissing, just pecking, you know, and then nudging each other. And then all of a sudden things got heated, and he hit her really hard, and three scales popped off of her. And I'm like, okay, if you do that one more time, I'm taking you out of there. And it seems like they separated for a little while. Then they kind of calmed down. And last night when they, before they started laying eggs, it was hilarious because she was on one end of the tank and he was on the other end. And she swam over to him and just kind of like hit him in the side and took off swimming slow. And he started following her, and then she would go a little further, and he'd follow her, and she'd go a little further. And they went over to the hang on the back filter intake, and they started pecking around on it like they were eating something off of it. And I'm like, I know there's nothing on that, but they were cleaning it. And then I checked 30 minutes later, and there was eggs all over it.
Oh, wow.
He was laying eggs. He was fertilizing them. She was laying eggs. He was fertilizing them. And I was like, now look at this. They've been together 5 days and perfect match for each other. So I'm happy. I feel like a happy matchmaker. But when I got home from church, all of those eggs were gone. Which happens sometimes. I posted on Facebook a piece of that video, and I said, well, the happy note is they're in love and that there will be more eggs. And I said, I guess this was just a trial.
Yeah.
And somebody, Brian, commented, if that's a trial, he said, I don't want to see how many eggs they lay at the at the real thing, the real deal. Priscilla says she's got 6 angels in her 75 and 3 pairs, and she's crying laughing. So
oh, wow.
I guess they keep laying eggs too, don't they, Priscilla?
All those babies. Now, you said something earlier with your native tank, you're going to clean it out and put the angels in there?
Yeah, I'm going to plant it really good.
Okay.
I'm going to have problems, though, because the crayfish is going to eat the plants.
Well, maybe if you have enough that she won't be able to keep up with all the plants that you have.
Yeah, the vows that I bought today or got in the mail today from Green Oasis Farms, Michael Eugenio, are known to be good for troublesome fish like the pleco that uproots everything. You didn't tell me he uproots everything.
He didn't in mine.
Oh. I've got like 15 or 16 plastic plants in there, and I'll go in there and 3 of them's floating at the top.
You didn't do that to mine.
Well, yours was rooted really well. Didn't you have some good roots on those plants? Yeah. Mine are plastic, and they're not hard to uproot anyway. I hope y'all having fun with us, because I haven't been watching the chat box at all. Okay, that's AD. E-Money says, let's see, David says, hopefully prices of houses drop, LOL. I'm looking at some positives here. That's right, David. A lot of times, you know, that's where I was going. I get sidetracked so easily. Even though, you know, it's tragedies, properties destroyed, lives are lost, there is blessings if you look for them. And sometimes it's hard to look for those blessings and realize that storms don't always come to destroy everything. If you have faith in God, God can turn what was meant for our harm, turn it around for good. And look for a blessing after all of this is over. It may take some while, you know, to get back on your feet, but be encouraged. Reach out to us. Let us know how you're feeling. You're going to get emotionally overwhelmed. You're going to get exhausted. You're going to feel like throwing your hands up and giving up, but don't do it. Reach out to us and let us be there for you, and let us encourage you. Let us know how to pray, and we will definitely be praying for you, and we'll be looking for those blessings.
I don't know what kind of music you listen to, but there is a song by a woman named Laura Story. She's a Christian artist, and it's about the storm. The storm.
Laura Story?
Yeah, about the blessings in the storm.
Blessings in the midst of the storm.
Right now, I cannot remember the name of it.
Okay. I'll look it up.
Really good.
Because her name sounds familiar.
Laura Story.
David said, man, my past catches up with me quick on Facebook. Chicks I haven't seen in years find me.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. When you have a bad trail like that, yep. Hey, Angelo. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And of course, CJ's rolling on the floor, laughing her head off at him. David says everything's good for now. Imani Cichlid says, start getting poked on Facebook, LOL. Yeah, I've got 2 friends from high school that constantly send me pokes. I just quit poking them back.
And what is that? What's a poke?
It's like it's a button that you can push saying like poke Susan, and all it does is show up on your timeline saying Teresa poked you. You want to poke her back? Like, no, if she doesn't have anything to say, I'm not gonna, you know.
Okay.
It's just a way of getting their attention. You know how we did in high school where we just poked each other like, you know, yeah.
Aggravating.
Aggravating, yeah. It can be annoying. D is in the house, down the wormhole. Hello, D. Did you all want to join me tonight? I'm going to go ahead and share that link. And if any guys show up, I'm just going to bump them. So here's the link if y'all want to join us in the chat tonight. Ladies only, please, or you will get bumped. Life with Pets is in here. Hello, Sheila. How are you doing, honey? Are you settled in? I'm so glad to see you. Please tell me you're doing okay. I don't think I titled tonight's stream at all because I didn't know if we were going to talk about the hurricanes, talk about fish, talk about Jenny Lee's 21st birthday. Hey, Chris One, how you doing, Chris? I've been to the local fish store and bought some frozen food. My discus don't like the shrimp's krill. That's odd because I thought they liked krill. DBK says, I got pretty much everything ready, David. The only things left to do is clear out my car trunk just in case. Hustle Woman, hey, darling. Please tell me you're doing okay, too, because she's in, I think she's in Florida. She says it's been a busy day. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the chat. If I missed any comment or any question, please repeat it again. She's going to move her fish upstairs. Okay. Chris says, I tried to do a video on a small blue lobster. He was sharing the tank with a big pleco and 20 angelfishes, but was peaceful. Not like those crazy crayfishes. Has everybody checked out each other's channel and subscribed? And I'm getting a comment on Instagram, so let me see what was going on. Because I posted the stream there. Well, I can't see it right now. But hopefully FPS will come over into the chat. That's a very, I believe he's 14 years old. And he is so energetic and he knows a lot about fish keeping. He has several tanks himself. HC Aqua says, how many fish tanks do I have? Right now I have 9 fish tanks and 1 mini pond with goldfish in it. And my husband was sweet enough to buy me a 40-gallon preform container that I can either move my goldfish over into that, or I might combine the two and make it a larger pond for them. So that would be 20 gallons, and 40 gallons would be 60 gallons of water, and make it to where they can jump from side to side.
Are you going to put it in your yard, or are you going to keep it on your porch?
I think I'm going to keep them on my porch for right now, especially during this time of the year, and maybe in the spring, you know, move them out into the side of the yard. You got to come see me, Jenna.
I know, I've got to. I was talking to my sister, and she got a new tank. And I was telling her about you, and about joining a club. And she said, I only have 1 tank. I don't qualify for a fish club. I said, yes, you do. You have 1 tank that qualifies you.
That's right.
So she was telling me about Ed's
Pet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I need to go see her and see you and let y'all meet and come spend a few days out there.
Well, bring $50 with you because they've got a little bearded dragon right now, and I just think she's adorable.
Oh, wow.
Rod says no.
I don't need another.
Can't you just see her sitting right here on my shoulder? I'll be
I need it.
I'll be like in Gianna at Glorious Bettas.
Mm-hmm.
What's her?
Sorry.
Her bearded dragon's called Weldon, I think. And she's got some kind of skink, big a big skink with a blue tongue, and it doesn't have a name right now.
I found a frog in my sink. I was watering a plant and moved it a little bit, and I thought, what is that fake frog doing in there? And I moved it, and it was live. And I was got the dishes on one side and was going to spray hot water, and I'm glad I didn't. So,
how in the world do you think he got in there?
I think the only thing I can think of is that plant that I brought in there to water, that he must have been on the side.
Yep. It's something.
So I took him. He didn't move. He didn't jump. I just got a fish net and scooped him up and put him outside.
Yeah, I found out as a child picking up frogs is not fun because they will pee on you.
Oh, okay.
And they pee a very strong, stinky pee. I used to pick up frogs and toads and bullfrogs and turtles and lizards and salamanders, and I was definitely a tomboy.
Boy, me too. We used to go to the creek behind our house and catch what we called crawdads.
Crawdads, yep.
But now it's crawfish now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is Louisiana calls them, crawdaddies or something like that?
Yeah.
Abby's here. Hey, Abby. Chris 1 says, I saw Keith loosening his gourami. Someone knows how old he was. Oh, Keith, AMA Aquatics, he lost his big gourami, George. I don't know how old he was, but my heart goes out to him.
He was pretty too. He was big.
Yeah, a giant gourami.
Mm-hmm.
Had big old lips. And,
yeah, he did. Blue.
Yeah.
Blue? Yeah.
Yeah. Jessica Tam's in the house. Hello, Jessica. How are you tonight? I'm going to your channel right quick and clicking subscribe. Welcome to the Fish Fam. HC Aqua says, I found a toad in my washing machine after my wife told me to keep it closed in case something gets in it. Now I listen to her.
Oh.
Yeah, we've heard stories of washers in the basement with black snakes in them and stuff like that. Ugh. I think somebody had a family of raccoons in one of their wash machines in the basement.
Wow.
Makes me wonder if it was actually working or not.
That I was gonna say, how long had it been since they washed their clothes?
Yeah. I don't remember who it was.
Well, let me tell you a story that happened to me. This was years ago when my kids were little. My bedroom was close to the bathroom. I always kept my door closed and the bathroom door closed. I got up and went to the bathroom and was sitting on the toilet and noticed something move out of the corner of my eye. I looked back and there was baby possum behind the toilet. And how they got in there, we still don't know to this day. So out of the bathroom I came. I didn't know what to do. I called the police. I didn't know what to do. They were scared of them, and they scared them away. And I was like, well, I could have did that. So anyway, and that was something else. That's very scary to see all these ugly possum eyes looking at you.
Oh my goodness. I saw a video on YouTube or on Facebook the other day that I think it was either Texas or Louisiana, you know, from Hurricane Harvey, the flooding that went on. This guy was diving into waist-high water to rescue wild animals that were stranded, and most of them were opossums. And he was picking them up by the tail and putting them on the boat, and he was petting them and stuff like that, and they were hissing at him, like, you know. And but they knew he was trying to rescue them, and it was hilarious watching him do that. But he said, I feel like Noah.
Yeah.
Noah and the ark rescuing all of these wild animals. But it was hilarious to watch. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
Now, I don't know if I could do that. Possum? I don't know.
He patched up a couple armadillos. I don't know if he rescued them or not. Thanks, Tanks is in the house. Corvus Ocean is here. My goodness, I am so honored to have you here. Is this a girls only club? Do I get honorary pass? Everybody's welcome in the chat, but only girls are allowed on the Google Hangout. So welcome, and I am just blessed to have you here, and I hope that you are having fun with your drawings. He does some awesome, I guess it's drawings of the shrimp. Have you ever watched any of his live streams, Jena?
No.
Check his channel out and subscribe, and go over there and check out some of the artwork. And he has big fish too. He has cichlids, and I don't know whatever else he's got. He might want to put it in the chat, but he's just a wonderful guy. Him and his wife just came back from a visit in Alaska, and I was jealous.
Yes.
I want to go to Alaska and visit Nisi.
I want to go on a cruise.
Well, we're going to have to go.
Cruise. Yeah.
We're going to have to go because Rod says, do you ever see black people in Alaska? We don't we don't do cold. I said, well, ramp up, honey, ramp up. Oh.
He'll be fine.
Yes, he'll be just fine. He'll probably be inside the cabin the whole time.
Aww.
But there's beautiful, things to see, the northern lights and stuff like that. I want to see all of that.
Yeah.
Chris Watt says he kept one Cory panda for 17 years, and he lost one eye when he was very young. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
DPK says to Corvus, I was thinking of putting on a wig to hopefully join, but it might not work.
Well, if he's willing to put on a wig,
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to break the rules again because Bob didn't play fair.
No, he didn't.
Oh, DPK says girls, #girls rule. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the other ladies haven't wanted to join because I put the link in here. Y'all want me to put it again? Girls only. Join us at Google's Hangout, ladies. Let me see who's in here. It says we've got 13 watching, 16, 17 likes. Thank you.
All right.
Chris got one challenge for Dee, who is down the wormhole. Got your piranhas to breed? I know she was working on doing that. Prathmesh is in the house. Hello, Prathmesh. I know it's probably early there. I don't know where he's at, what country he's in. I'm going to take a break, Jena, and I'll be right back.
Sure. Well, I can't read the chat, so I can't talk to you. So we'll just wait on Susan. A good picture of her on there.
Yes, if you go over to Corvus's live streams or his videos, what you were just doing, he starts his live streams singing his own music.
Oh, wow.
And I love it. Of course, I'm new to the group for him. I don't know his history or anything, but I love it because all of a sudden he'll be humming, dun da dun da 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 da, internet. And he's from Washington, there where Corey's from and Bob is from, a different area of Washington, but he's from Washington State. I was going to ask you, Jena, do you have a tablet or a laptop?
I have a tablet.
Does it have a camera on it?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to use it when you go on the internet?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was just going to ask everyone that we could, after this emergency is over, that we could probably help you out with a tablet or a laptop to help you do your live streams that you want to do. Because Jena could take the phone around and give us a tour of her fish room if we beg her to. Please, Jena, please,
Okay.
please, please.
Okay. So, okay. I don't know how to turn it around. So should I just turn my phone around?
Yeah, you probably have to with Google.
Okay. The lights are out in some of them, but walk in. My beta. I built this. It's my hospital tank. I'm working on a brine shrimp hatchery right here.
Wow.
You can see it right there. I haven't done anything else yet to it. This is the 29. Okay. 29. I built this right here. And I put this on it to keep my stuff on, and I love this. This is nice to have this handy right here. Shrimp, I moved the shrimp. Here's the crib, but they're kind of afraid right now. I made it tall enough where I could put storage underneath it. Here's the 10-gallon. Well, I just forgot the name of these. Gobies, bumblebee gobies. This is the female crebensis. She's there somewhere. And the orange flash are down here, and I built this too. And the desk, I built it. The shelving, put all that up. And you see my big fish?
I love it.
Yeah, did that. My son gave me the pictures of the ships. and hung them. I thought that went really good with all my other stuff. And this picture right here was painted by my grandmother.
Oh.
And what else?
Yeah, show us how you hang your hoses there.
Okay, this is each one of them are numbered. I've got a hose for every tank. Hang them up here. Let them dry. There's a towel there. So everything could be in this room. There's my other water right here. My stickers that I have. You can see all of them. Okay. And hopefully I'll be getting more in the mail. My water change board. Fish spam sign. My fish towels. And also my t-shirt rack. And I've got 2 more shirts I've got to hang up. I cannot afford the boxes like Corey did, so I just made my own thing. And I made that too. I didn't make the anchor, but I made everything else, the boards, everything, put it together.
And it says, read it to us.
Lay hold upon the hope set before us, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast. Hebrews.
Very appropriate for right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jena. What did you make those shells out of?
These right here, they come pre-made at Lowe's. And these are the only things that I did not cut myself. My husband cut them to make them fit here. Because I wanted to have my lamp here.
And the stands that you put your aquariums on, you built. What did you build them out of?
They're all built from 2x4s.
That's awesome.
And most of it was scrap wood that we had. I bought this wood right here, but all the rest of it was scrap wood that he had already.
Thank you so much. You are so talented. And how many tanks do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14.
14, and how many is empty?
One of them's empty. One.
Well, I give you a big hand clap. Yay, Jena!
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm going to try to catch up with chat now because they're having their own conversations.
Okay.
Life with Pets at 829 says, wow, I didn't realize you had so many tanks. See, Jena is a fish girl, and she is keeping it all from
I've got 4 more outside in my living room.
in the living room. Yeah.
Right there.
I forgot. Don't you have endlers, and you have the kissing gourami?
Mm-hmm. And tiger barbs. A tetra tank that has neons, glow light tetras, endlers, and a lone molly. And I have another tank below them that has only 1 female guppy in it, but she's going to be moved to the tank above her. That tank coming, whatever. No, they didn't. She don't.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to give up on guppies. I can't keep them. They don't live for me. They die. So.
Are you on well water or city water?
County.
County water? Okay.
And then
DPK says, yeah, I'm thinking of getting a larger tub and fixing the other 2 tanks. Just got sidetracked from this storm. Had to hold back on all my projects. Go ahead, Jena.
oh, nothing. I'm listening to you talk.
Okay, thank you for your tour. DPK says, all of my fries hanging around and pecking my filter floss. CJ said it was buffering, so I don't know if it's your end or her end. Hope it's doing better now, CJ. Yeah, they're telling her to refresh on her end. Chris Guston's in the house, Jena.
Hey,
y'all. Hey, Chris.
been a long time.
Yes, it has. He's been having fun with his family, and I'm so proud to see that. He has a Facebook account, so I get to see when he posts pictures of him and his wife and the 2 kids. HC Aqua said to tell you, Jena, nice building skills. Yes.
Thank you.
She's so crafty and so ready to go get it and do it herself. And
Yeah.
she shared pictures with me while she was in the process of it. And I was like, oh, I can't believe you're doing that.
Hey, I wanted it done, and I'm just, if I could do it myself, I'm going to do it.
I still get tickled for a girl who was downsizing. Look how you blossomed.
I know, I'm crazy. I know.
That's what the hobby does to you. I've got 2 fish rooms now, and I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can.
The Amphibian and Fish Channel's in the house. Hello, good to see you, honey. That's a young person, too. I don't know how old he is, but he is a sweetheart. My chat just jumped. Chris says, hey, JT, do you have your generator ready to run the tanks if Irma knocks the power out?
We've got one. I've thought about it. I need to tell my husband, because I don't think it's going to get to us till when? Sunday? Monday? So I need to bring that up. I thought about it. I better be ready.
Yeah, we got to prepare just in case it comes inland more.
Right.
Chris 1 says, hope you're okay and enjoy. If you can chat, must be good. I don't know who he's talking to. Corey? Oh, DPK. No, that's Carlos. Who's Corey? CJ says, me too, Jena. Can't keep guppies. She has the same problem. She's in Arkansas. Angelo says, thanks for the stream, Susan and Jena. I have to go. Much love. Good night, all. Thank you, Angelo, for coming by. We love you. Stay safe. The Amphibian and Fish Channel says, not allowed to in school, LOL. Since 9/11, they don't even let you wear a sweater. Oh, put on your sunglasses, Corey. So, Amphibian and Fish Channel child or young man is Corey. So I'm learning. Jessica Tam says, how old are you ladies, if you don't mind me asking? Well, how old are you, Jessica?
How do I look?
I am 59 or 58. How old am I? 58?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
birthday.
February. I'll be 59 in February. So Jena's a kid.
I'll be 49 December 29th.
December 29th.
Yep.
Is that Sagittarius?
Well, it's Capricorn.
Capricorn. 29. December 29.
was due. My mom was due with me in March.
What?
Yes.
So you was a preemie?
Yes.
My.
I weighed a little over 3 pounds.
A miracle child.
Yes.
Look at you now. Thank you, Lord. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Jessica, you need to answer our question since we answered yours. Looking young, and she winked, but still, let me see. PEMG Hustle Woman says she's 57. All right, girl.
That's right.
When did you start fish keeping? Me, I kept fish as a teenager. My first fish were wild caught guppies out of the Colonial Beach in Virginia, which is a freshwater inlet beach from the salt water somewhere in the, is the Potomac salt water? I can't remember. But anyway, my very first fish when I was 12 years old were wild guppies. I kept them in a gallon bowl with guppy grass and pebbles, and they grew to where I had to get more bowls and more bowls and more bowls. I never had a heater, and I never had a filter.
Wow.
And then I had fish as a teenager, and then when I grew up, I didn't have fish until probably about 25 years ago. I inherited a 55-gallon tank when I moved into this house that had fish already set up. Then that house caught on fire, and I lost all of them.
Oh, no.
And I didn't have fish until 2 years ago, January 2015. I started with guppies again. So how about you, Jenna? How long you been keeping fish?
Oh, 1999, 98, 99. My husband and I got a 55-gallon saltwater. Very nice. I mean, live rock, live sand, had a starfish, a blenny. I mean, it was really nice. We got a cowfish, and that was the coolest looking little fish. He was following me around the room. Yeah, they get like 13 foot long in the wild. They did not tell us that. Well, I stressed him out, and he killed everything in the tank. Everything. So we didn't. So we got rid of that. Well, no, actually after that, I got goldfish in a 20-gallon. And I didn't know anything about fish then. I would take the fish out, put them in a bowl, clean the whole tank, the filter, everything, put water back in it, put them back in there. I had no idea. Okay. So we moved. I left them with my grandmother, and I don't know what happened to them. I'm afraid to ask because I don't know. Well, fast forward, I don't know, when I got the fish tank in my living room, which is a 29-gallon. We got it off of Craigslist. I don't know how many years ago we've had that fish tank, maybe 10 years ago. And I still didn't know what I was doing. I still took the filter out, cleaned, rinsed everything out under the water. Everything, even the biological filter, put it under there, scrubbed the whole thing, these poor fish. And then
Did you lose fish after that?
No, not really. I don't know how they lived. I have no idea. I had the plastic plants and all the castle and all the decorations, and then I got green junk on it, so I took all the sand out and learned about live plants and sand, and that's when it got me. I started reading and learning, and when I did that, it just snowballed into this. I guess that's been about 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. Oh yeah, and I was like, boy, those poor fish. I'm really surprised that they live.
I'm learning that when I started the hobby back up again 2 years ago, all of this water change schedule, all of this nitrogen cycling of the tank, and I was like, we didn't do that back in the 70s. We just put fish in treated water, or actually we didn't treat the water. We let the water sit out so the chlorine evaporated out, and then we just put tap water back in the tank whenever we changed the water. I had a gravel filter. I had a hang on the back carbon filter. That's what was hard to take care of, was all of that loose carbon, and it would come through the filter and float all in the tank and always make a mess. And and never knew anything about the nitrogen cycle. And then now we do regular water changes, and 10%, 25%, 50%. Some do 90 to 100% water changes. Some don't change their water every week. They change it every 2 weeks. Some change it once a month if you've got a fully planted tank. There's just so many different aspects to this hobby, and it does depend on whether it's a planted tank. It does depend on whether you have eco-complete or organic potted soil, and it's just so many variables to the hobby. That's why we can't any of us say, well, this is the right way to do it, because it isn't.
Right.
It works for different ways for different people, but there are guidelines that we can all go by that will help us get started. I've got to go back to some of the comments. My husband's car alarm's going off because a train's going by. Yeah, Chris is calling me the Dragon Master because he wants me to buy that bearded dragon.
Yeah.
And then Jessica Tam says we look young, and she's only 15. So she's a child. She's young enough to be my grandchild. Chris 1 says life's going too fast. Yep. DBK says, okay, I'm back. Was opening all the windows to flush out the air in my apartment. Chris Guston, I blew kisses a while ago while you were talking to Chris, because he said, I would have guessed you were in your mid-40s, never 58. And that's why I went to Chris. It's like, I love you, I love you. And then the amphibian and fish channel, Corey says, Susan, Chris 1 BXL said, put on sunglasses because I have pink eye. Oh, okay, that's what. And so that way you could go to school, but no, you can't go to school with pink eye. It's contagious.
That's right.
Let's see. Bought a couple Chinese sponge filters and not impressed, Dank said. Yeah, Michael at Michael's Fish Store brought home some Japanese filters when he was in Japan, but I don't know about Chinese sponge filters. I don't want to buy anything Chinese, and if it says made in China, I don't want to put it in my fish tanks. Go get him, Rocky. Is that Michael?
Yeah.
Hi, Michael. We're live.
He said hi.
Yeah, we won't be much longer. We've gone over an hour, so. Chris says, my in-laws live in villages and they are writing it out, hoping by the time that it hits North Carolina, it will be substantially diminished. Yes, I hope so too. Yeah. He said he would have waited. Amphibian Fish Channel says, I would have to wait 24 hours while on medication to go to school. Yep. Chris says Jenna Tucker, the pizza man, is there. Talking about Michael.
Yeah, I'll take a pizza.
Me too. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope we've had fun with this. We've had fun with you, especially if, for the first half hour we thought we were by ourselves.
Yeah.
Jenna, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully the next time we'll pick a better time. Our hopes and our prayers are with everyone in the path of the hurricane. Please, if you're asked to evacuate, please evacuate. You know, don't try to weather this one out. And we hope and pray that this destruction is minimal and that there's no more loss of life. And we encourage you all to please check in the different areas that we have set up for you to let us know that you are safe. And we hope and pray that the power is restored quickly and some don't lose power. So we love you. And I'll see you next time. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics signing off. And Jenna Tucker.
Yes, bye.
We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.